The psalmist says, "Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together." That's Psalm 34, verses 3 through 5. The word magnify often brings a magnifying glass to our minds, but I think that analogy can break down because God is not small. He cannot be made bigger by magnifying him. Maybe what we need to do instead, based on this psalm, is to make him appear just as he is, powerful, in control, all knowing, all loving, trustworthy, by magnifying him as he really is. Truth be told, we are always magnifying something in our lives because it's our human nature to do so. Something is always right in front of us. Maybe we're magnifying a worry or a concern or a problem, or maybe it's a person, a job, or any number of things. When we magnify the negative in our lives, or maybe it's the negative in someone else's life, when we make our list of shortcomings, and that is what gets our attention, we often fall into discouragement or despair, or we can become highly critical of other people. Focusing on our problems or the perceived problems of others will tend to do that. It robs you of peace. It robs you of joy. But when we magnify the Lord and give him room in our lives to be who he is, when we believe who he is, our problems and the problems of others will shrink down to size. Then we are empowered to love ourselves and to love others. We are set free simply because our focus is on God, not our problems, not other people. 2 Corinthians 3 says, "Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom." When we magnify God, it means we choose to believe who he is. We choose to believe he is who he says he is, even if we don't feel like it. The theologian John Piper writes these words. He says, "There is this amazing opportunity found in the Christian life. It can be summed up like this: to feel, to think, and to act in a way that makes God look as great as he really is." When we are able to see God for who he truly is, then we can see ourselves as God sees us. We can see other people as God sees them, loved, forgiven, radically accepted, cherished, and precious to him. So if you find yourself kind of obsessed with your own shortcomings or failures, or maybe the shortcomings or failures of others, discover the transforming power of praise. Psalm 69 says, "I will praise the name of God with a song. I will magnify him with thanksgiving." I invite you to join us this Sabbath as we continue our series, Why Worship Matters. I encourage you to bring plenty of food and a hunger for fellowship to our luncheon, which happens immediately after the service. I'm Pastor Randy Speyer.